Guys, Carol.fahy here, keeping it real in real estate, putting the EXP in experts. Today I want to talk about cold calling. Does it really work? Will it get you business? Let's jump into it. We all know what cold calling is. The question is, will it work and does it help build a business? And I have to tell you, the answer is yes. Okay, there's a reason that all of the top agents, as you go around the various platforms, are all saying the same thing. You need to door knock, you need to cold call. These are tried and true methods for you to build your business. So why aren't more people doing it? Well, I think because a lot of us look at all the information that's available on the various platforms, and what we're finding is that we're being provided with scripts, which is fantastic, right? And everybody's like, oh, well, when they say no, this is what you say. And if you get an objection, this is how you handle it. But I don't hear anybody saying, you're going to hear yes. It is just as important to be ready for when you hear yes as it is for when you hear no. But nobody told me that. So 70,000 phone calls in, I had to devise a system, right? Because like all of you, I had the goblins telling me this isn't going to work. That's you're going to get hung up on. People are going to scream at you. All the different things that we can dream up. When in actuality, what happened was I had some really nice conversations. I've met some great people. I've built some wonderful connections, all through cold calling. When people are looking for your services and you call them, they find that very impressive. Okay, this is a great way to instantly build a little bit of a rapport with somebody. And it lets them know that you're a hustler. Do you think that they want to list their house with somebody who's sitting home on the sofa eating a cheesecake? Or do they want to list their house with somebody they know, just because of how they met, is a hustler, somebody who is actively making things happen in their business? I can assure you they want to work with somebody who is actively making things happen in their business. How do I know that? Because I'm very successful in a very short period of time, all from cold calling. Don't forget we were in a pandemic, so I couldn't door knock. So I had to do everything cold calling. So I really want to talk a little bit about the fact that you're going to hear the word yes, and that you're going to need to be ready for that as well. I, again, want to point out there are a lot of scripts out there. I'm not here to talk about the scripts about what you say if somebody says no or if you dial and expired. What I am here to talk about today is when you hear yes. I want to share with you the moment that I realized I wasn't prepared to hear yes. I was making my calls. I dedicated myself to making 100 cold calls a day. No less, no more. I was finger dialing, no dialer. I was dialing 100 calls a day. And I call this woman, and I am not kidding you. My name is Carol.fahy. I'm with EXP Realty. I was calling to see if there was anything I could do for you in regards to real estate. No lie. This woman says, yes, I need to sell my house. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's the second house in on the row. It was painted, and she starts spitting information at me. Now, I am 100% prepared for when I hear no. I've got everything printed out. Everything's across my desk. But I'm not prepared for this, right? Nobody told me this was a possibility. And because I was so new and all the goblins were winning, it never occurred to me it was. I start scrambling around my desk looking for a piece of paper and a pen. Find a piece of paper, which, let me point out, was a piece of scrap paper I had someone else's information on from cold calling, the day before or whatever. And I start writing. I'm like, Carol, start writing. So I start writing down all the information. At the end of our phone call, I pushed my desk chair away from the desk, and I looked around, and I realized my desk was covered in Post-its and scratch paper. It was all over the desk. It was on the floor. It was a hot mess, okay? I was a hot mess. And it occurred to me in that moment, in that time, with that phone call, that I needed to get prepared for hearing yes. You want to be prepared for that. So through trial and error, I have put together a system that works for me. And what I did was I printed this because I feel like this is one of the most valuable tools any of us can have as realtors, is being ready for when someone says yes. This is a log for you to keep track of your cold calls. It has a reminder in here to put it in your database. What type of lead is it? Is it a seller? Is it a buyer? Did you set an appointment? Is it a contact? Or is it a lead? These are things you're going to want to be able to check off as you're writing. I can tell you that when I first started, I did try typing while I was on the phone. And it was interesting to me that the minute you started typing, the person on the other end of the phone, you could actually hear them disengage from the conversation. I personally attributed to that they felt I wasn't engaged in the conversation. And so that was something that I noted. I also noted if you make a typo, you are so focused on fixing the typo when somebody's giving you an email address that you're really not focused on the conversation, and you can miss some important information. So imagine that you receive a phone call one day and you are in need of a realtor. This is maybe a decision you made 2 days ago and you just haven't even started the process. Your phone rings, it's a realtor saying, hey, my name's Carol, come do business with me. And then that person is not ready to take your information. How does that look? I didn't think of it either until it started happening to me. So whether you use my system or not, what I want to say is yes, cold calling works, and you want to be ready. You absolutely want to be ready for when you hear yes, because it's going to happen more than you think it is. And I know nobody's talking about it, so let's get that conversation going. Let's start talking about what that conversation looks like and different ways you can go about getting the information that you need without sounding intrusive or actually being intrusive, but actually coming from a mindset and a frame of being helpful to someone. Because you never know who's looking for your services on the other side of that phone, and you want to be ready to work with them if it is that person that you just dialed. I hope these things help. I will continue to make these videos and just try to get you ready for when you hear yes, because it's going to happen. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. My name is Carol Fahy. I'm the Northeastern Team Lead for Team BC. If you have any interest in joining our team or finding out more information, please feel free to drop by our website, jointeambc.com. My name again is Carol Fahy. If you have any referrals for me or anyone on my team, go ahead and drop me a DM. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you get those notifications. Thanks for watching.